So this week we asked our Trinity families to send us in their funny quarantine stories so we could share them here. If you've ever seen Jimmy Fallon, you know his hashtag stories that he shares. So our hashtag and our stories are hashtag this is my quarantine.
So this first one comes to us from the Engel family. Apparently, Celia, the mom, and the loving wife had gone to the store to get some essential items. Well, unbeknownst to her husband, Adam, some of those essential items were actually 6 baby chicks that she brought home. And so as Adam writes, so now not only do we have a family of 4 to feed, but we also have 6 more baby chicks to feed, and we also have a random cat from the neighborhood that we are feeding as well. Hashtag this is my quarantine. This next one comes to us from an anonymous family, and the mother had asked her son to help her to bake some banana bread. And the recipe calls for 2 eggs that are separated, and so the mother asked the son to go ahead and separate the 2 eggs. The mother turns around to do something else, and when she turns back, this is what she sees. As you can see, 2 separated eggs.
Hashtag this is my quarantine.
And our next one comes to us from the Cannell family, specifically from Mom Emily Cannell. She was beginning to wonder why the house had gotten really quiet. If you have kids, you know that when it gets quiet, usually that doesn't mean that whatever is happening is necessarily good. So she walks into the living room and discovers this scene in which her 2 loving, darling children had decided to paint their own faces and to dress up as their favorite animal. And so they proceeded to play like their favorite animal. Hashtag this is my quarantine. This next one comes to us from our very own Mrs. Menning. As many of you know, the school has been offering meals for lunches to be picked up, and those meals come in styrofoam containers. Well, we were out of those styrofoam containers, and so Mrs. Menning ordered some from Sam's, and she wondered why they hadn't shown up yet. Well, she received a call from Miss Lacey, and apparently Mrs. Menning had had all of the styrofoam containers sent to Miss Lacey's house instead of the school. Hashtag this is my quarantine. And our last this is my quarantine story comes to us from the Richie and Tracy Ray family. Tracy had ordered, as many of us do, had ordered some ice cream from the Schwann's man, and she wanted to try a different flavor. And so once the order came in and it all went inside of their freezer, she decided to take some out for her daughter Tinley to try. And Tinley didn't like it really at all, and so she gave it back, and Tracy didn't think much of it. Well, then she gave some to her son Brady, and Brady, about 10 seconds later, comes running into her bedroom and says, "Mom, why are you feeding us dog food?" And as you can see from the picture, she fed her children a doggy Sunday. Hashtag this is my quarantine.
So we had a lot of fun putting this video together this week. We decided we're going to do it for one more week. So families, send us your stories. Hashtag this is my quarantine. Text them to me. Send them to my email. I'll put it in the link in the comments below. We would love to hear more quarantine stories. Hope you guys are well. We love you and miss you. Bye-bye. Now get serious.
I'm serious. Am I just talking or are you talking?
I was gonna talk.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
So we had Gosh. Now it's too long to upload.
I'm serious.